Time to take the test with Roland.
Master Roland!
You're one of Batu's men.
Aye, that I am. Kumbish is the name.
This gentleman was apprehended after being observed behaving suspiciously in our airspace. It is our belief that he is a spy.
Curse you, you devils! Didn't I say already? I was looking for Master Roland!
For me? Why?
Forgive me, Your Honor. Seems I made a blunder.
You sure did. And why am I not surprised?
Now, Mr. Crane, to our test. Let us see where your allegiance truly lies. Dispatching one of your former allies should provide us with adequate proof that you are ready to serve a new master.
No. Listen here, you rat-faced swab, you.
Is something the matter? Surely you are capable of such a straightforward show of commitment? Or could it be that we have an imposter in our midst?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Let's just say I prefer to use my own methods.
Master Roland! No! We're shipmates! You can't just...
Stop it.
Sorry. It's nothing personal. You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ah! Curse you for the traitor you are! Ah!
Well, happy now?
Happy enough.
It's been days now, man. When's old Rolly boy coming home, eh?
Yeah.
Kumbish never came back after we sent him out to look for him either. Where did Roland disappear to? We have to go and look for him. He might need our He needs nothing from us, girlie, and he'll get nothing. The man's a turncoat and a traitor, damn him.
But...
He isn't, he can't be. I refuse to believe it. It must be some sort of strategy of his. Mustn't it, Leander? I would advise you to forget about him, Your Majesty. He is no longer your concern.
Forgive me.
Forgive me, sir, but you have more pressing worries. Give the traitor no more thought.
What?
You too?
What?
Wow, talk about cold. Wasn't Roland one of our best 5 minutes ago?
Oh...
Mm-hmm.
There's another favor I've been meaning to ask of you. The Mark of Kings. You have heard of it?
Sure.
Sure, it's handed down from generation to generation of royals here in Ding Dong Dell as proof for the right to rule. And without it, it's impossible to access certain places. It works as a kind of key, too, correct? Precisely. It is a pendant of brightest, blazing red, a beautiful object indeed, and a necessity if one wishes to enter our nation's king's cradle. Let me guess, you don't have it, and you want it. You are admirably concise as ever. We have searched the castle high and low, and yet it is nowhere to be found, which leads me to believe that it is not in fact here. It sure isn't. It's around Evan's neck, every minute of every day. It won't be easy to get a hold of. But that doesn't mean it'll be impossible. I'll need a few things and a little time. And you shall have all that you need. There is no other to whom such a task can be entrusted after all.
Say.
What about you, Your Excellency? Any errands you want the new guy to run? Well, that's very kind of you. Let me see now. I should be very much obliged if you would inform Captain Buck that the War Council will unfortunately have to be postponed a little.
Sure.
Sure, I'll get right on it.
All right.
Deliver Chancellor Vermin's message to Captain Buck. Oh, well, I guess I can go this way and then up. If it isn't the famous Roland, only in town a few days, and already the flavor of the month, or so I hear. What business could you so lofty have with a lowly soldier such as myself, huh? That's about the size of it. I see, so the Council of War has been postponed. I shan't forget, oh no. Oh, and there was one other thing. Been a change of postings for some of the guards. All men assigned to the night shift on the east and west blocks are to patrol the outside of the castle instead. Oh, a very mysterious change of the routine, but ours is not to reason why. It shall be done, Mr. Roland, sir. It shall be done. Good. I'll leave you to pass word to the ship servants.
Yes.
But of course, Your Magnificence, leave it in my capable hands. I don't know, I think he might still be on our side, but I'm worried about the guy he shot. Baby? What baby? You're a baby?
Yeah.
In your room?
No.
Go get the baby. Good, the coast is clear. Did you need to go potty? Locked. Figures, I guess. Well, nothing this little guy can't fix. The lockety clicker scuttles off, looking pleased with itself. It actually worked. Now I've seen everything. Thanks, little guy. Alright, here goes. The Mark of King should be in here somewhere.
Yeah!
The ship's nearly ready. Time to weigh anchor and set sail on the high seas. Yahar!
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's time to go and get the Hydropolitans to sign up to the declaration, but we have to think beyond that too. Most of all, we need to think about what to do about Ding Dong Dell. They won't be making peace with us anytime soon. Pah, they won't be letting us close enough to even shout about peace. That whole area is crawling with soldiers. There is a way we might be able to get past them, you know. It's a path only open to members of the royal family called the King's Way.
Huh?
What's that when it's at home? And why have you never mentioned it before? Well, because we wouldn't be able to access it without the Mark of Kings.
Huh.
And what is that exactly? It's a pendant passed down among the rulers of Ding Dong Dell. It serves as proof of the right to rule, and as a key to certain secret places. If it's that important, you can bet Mazinger will be looking for it too. It was given to me when my father passed away, but, well, You went and left it behind when you skedaddled, eh? And where exactly did you squirrel the thing away, laddie? Well, there are hidden rooms in the castle, you see. I thought it would be safest there, in the one connected to my chambers. They were designed so that the royal family could hide in times of emergency, and with the help of the Mark, even escape if need be. How exactly did you come to leave something so useful behind, you freckles young oaf? I'm guessing it's because a certain somebody appeared out of thin air and then all hell broke loose. I shouldn't think that anyone knows about the secret room except myself, which would mean that Mazinger probably hasn't found it yet. Unless you knew exactly where to look for the switch on the statue in the corner of the room, I shouldn't think you'd ever find it.
Oi!
This is all very interesting, but if we need to go to Ding Dong Dell to find the thing, we need to get us into Ding Dong Dell. That's not much use, really, is it? I suppose not. I don't think Roland's bad. I think Roland's trying to help. The statue in the corner of the room. Let's see now.
Huh.
Bingo. So that's where the entrance was hidden. He was right. I never found it unless I knew where to look.
Wow.
This is a pretty big room to be hidden away down here. The Mark of the Kings is in that chest, maybe? Guess this stuff was to help Evan make good his escape. Might as well grab it while I'm here. A Starfall sword. And this must be the family heirloom itself. The Mark of the Kings. The Mark of Kings, huh? Very impressive.
Mommy.
But didn't Mazinger say it was red?
Mommy. Mommy.
Very clever, Mazinger. Very clever. Trying to send me on a wild goose chase, huh? Guess he doesn't trust me as much as he pretends.
Huh?
Wait, or maybe he was just using me to find this place.
Oi!
What are you doing here?
Oh, just looking for something.
Something very special indeed. The Mark of Kings, if I am not mistaken. So it was hidden here all along. And hidden very well. Believe me when I say we searched long and hard. I am disappointed in you, Roland. To deceive one's professed master is most uncivil.
All's fair in love and war. Isn't that what they say?
Indeed it is. I am so very glad not to have believed you for a moment. Now, if you would be so kind as to hand over the mark.
I don't think so. This belongs to the king. My king. Of course, if you'll sign the declaration, I'll be happy to make you a trade.
You speak of your pathetic union. Though I hardly think you are in any position to bargain.
Not interested, huh? Well, let me know if you change your mind.
Ha! To send a spy was most cunning. I must confess I had not thought your young protege capable of such subterfuge.
Well, he's not about to poison his rivals or anything, but he's coming along.
Very droll. But you of all people surely understand that no dream worthy of the name can be achieved without certain sacrifices being made along the way. It had to be done. And I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I'm sure you would. So what is this dream of yours exactly?
For too long, our kind have suffered at the hands of the Grimalkin. My dream is a simple one. To see our feline oppressors prostrate themselves at our feet.
Revenge, in other words.
Oh, call it what you will. It matters not. I have achieved my aim. A new era beckons. And my dream is now a reality.
Tell me something. If your kind was so downtrodden, how exactly did you wind up becoming King Leonard's Chancellor?
Ha! He used me! I was the unwitting tool of my persecutor. A puppet chosen to make my people more compliant.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I am tired of listening to this man. We should kill him, here and now.
Very well.
Men, forward!
Well, here goes nothing. That's right. Come and get me.
I need to get out of here, but there's something I have to take care of first. And what is that, Roland? Can we just leave? I better try to find a route down to the dungeons. Go to the dungeons. And set Kumbish free. We have all the higgledy-diggledies. What? How did that happen? Roll Roland's a hero, a hero, a hero. He just had to be a little deceitful first.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, thanks. Let's go save the guy in the dungeon. Oh, we're fighting. Get him, higgledy diggledy. I'll let you play in a second. Because I'm in a fight? They took me down! Oh, I was coming for you, you little sorceress. Oh. Oh. They're rough. I think we go this way. Oh, I remember this. Doesn't look like we can sneak this time, though. This time we're gonna have to fight. Alright, let's use the doorway.
Are you doing my train character?
You ready? Make sure you use L1 to roll, and not get hit. And definitely use higgledy diggledies when you can. Get some! Fight! Fight! Why are you walking so slow? Was that a sneak attack? Oh! Don't let him hit you! Don't roll too far. Roll, roll. Go use a higgledy diggledy. Roll, roll, roll. I wanted to roll. Ooh, kill that guy. He's got one more hit. Get rid of him. Now roll away. Now roll. Attack, roll, attack, roll. Ooh, water guys. Use them. Ooh, the gun's working pretty good on him too. You can just keep shooting him. Shoot him. Shoot him! That guy's almost gone. There you go. Get all the loots. All the loots. Alright. Now you go that way. Looks like, yeah. There's more. Fight the sorceress first. Her. Charge your gun up. Once you get into the battle, do your charge gun shot. You know what I'm talking about? Attack.
You won't get away!
Hurry, they'll hit you. Gotta get the sorceress. You're not getting it. See, you shot you for half your health. Now you're almost dead. My turn. Just because you're not attacking who you're supposed to be. Yeah, I'm gonna let them take him out. Not quite. Please be alive.
Alrighty. This is where you come in. And off you go.
What's going on? Curse you.
Roland, you devil swine traitor murderer. Charming, listen, calm down and ask yourself this. If I'm a murderer, how come you've still got breath to curse me with? That is, I shot you, sure, but not with real bullets. With ones designed to make you look dead.
What's that now?
With what now? And what possessed you to bring such a confounded doodads along with you, I might ask? There's no time to explain. Here, swallow this. Roland pops a ribbity drop into Coombish's mouth before he has a chance to resist. Did he just shrink him into something? Ah, he's a frog. Stay calm. It'll wear off before long, at least it's supposed to. My turn now, I guess. Well, down the hatch. We're both froggy!
Sir!
They're not here either, Your Majesty.
Gah!
God, curse you, Roland. Ah, he's a blue frog with a little bit of hair. How cute. Here, you want to do the frog part?
Yeah.
Escape the kingdom, frog boy.
Why? What?
Oh, more talking?
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh, maybe you don't do that part. I think it's time you told us the truth, don't you, Leander?
Well,
You have seen through our artifice, Your Majesty?
Yes.
Of course I have. Roland would never betray us, or at least not so clumsily. I have to say I expected more of him. The plan could perhaps have been executed with a little more finesse, I concede.
Huh?
What in blazes are you both blathering about, curse ye? In order to deceive one's enemies, one must first deceive one's friends. Is that not what they say? What His Majesty means to say is that Roland's betrayal was nothing of the sort. The entire affair was an elaborately staged performance.
Snakes alive!
What? You mean to tell me this whole sorry mess was one of the blasted scoundrel's confounded schemes? I might not have chosen to put it quite that way, but yes. Upon our return from Broadleaf, I could not help but notice that a number of prying eyes had been placed around the castle. These devices allow one to surreptitiously watch over a location remotely through the use of certain scrying magics. Being familiar with sorcery of this kind, thanks to Queen Neera's surveillance of Hydropolis, they attracted my attention right away. Upon sharing my concerns with Roland, we investigated together and discovered the presence of an agent of Ding Dong Dell in our midst. Rather than unmask the spy and remove the prying eyes, Roland instead devised a rather ingenious plan to use them to our advantage. The first step of this plan was to make a show of expressing certain disloyal behaviors in full view of the eye. The next was to ensure that our allies, too, grew suspicious of his motives. This is why he contrived to carry out his devious liaisons just as the guard was being changed. The rest you know already. Discord was sown, and the traitor in our midst was duly ejected. And having witnessed all this by means of his prying eyes, the spy approached Roland with an offer he could ill afford to refuse.
forgive me.
Batu, the robbed figure you took for a sinister visitor from another realm was none other than myself. It was necessary to sow suspicion in the mind of one from whom we could expect a suitably violent reaction. You used me? You played me like a blessed fiddle? I rather fear we did. But deep down you knew, did you not? Some part of you sensed that he would never have betrayed us.
If I may be so
Why
bold.
else would you have sent your men to find him? Or did you think I was not aware of your little crusade? What it...
Gosh.
So, does all this mean that Roland is still somewhere in Ding Dong Dell? But what possible reason could he have for going there all alone?
Well now.
Allow me to explain, Your Majesty.
Oh my goodness!
Roland! Yay, he's back. Roland's back. No, but it looks like more talking. I'm sorry, Evan. I've put you through a lot. We were so worried about you, Roland, but you're back now. That's the most important thing.
Oh, that cheap.
Leander told us where you've been and what you've been up to. Crikey, you don't have love a madcap gaunt, eh? Least you could have done is invited me along for the ride. Look, I want to apologize. If I didn't have to trick you all, I wouldn't have done. I'm sorry. Well, you certainly had me going, lad. Hook, line, and blessed sinker. Heh.
Flippin' heck!
You had all of us going, you horrible man. But I think we all still believed in you somewhere deep down. Did my gifts prove useful in the end?
Sure.
Sure. Lock-picking, bugs, frog pills. You sure know how to keep things interesting. And here's what made it all worthwhile. Evan, this is for you. Roland presents Evan with the Mark of Kings.
Golly!
Gasp. The Mark of Kings!
Uh-huh.
Now you can open the King's Way and get back into Ding Dong Dell without having to go through all those soldiers. Mazinger was desperate to find it too, just like I thought he would be. It might be just the bargaining chip we need to get him to sign the declaration.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roland. Now I can finally go back to Ding Dong Dell. Back to the home he stole from me.
And so at last the hour had come for Evan to return to Ding Dong Dell and convince King Mausinger to sign the Declaration of Interdependence. Bright-eyed, yet heavy-hearted, he prepared to take the final steps of the journey he had begun, but now seemed a lifetime ago. It was time to bring his dream of a united world one step closer to reality.
That was the end of a chapter?
Did my father and Mausinger hate each other?
Sometimes it's just not possible for people to stay friends. Sometimes the circumstances just won't allow it.
I can't believe that Father would have hated someone or been suspicious of them simply because of their species. But then, why else would Mausinger do what he did?
I suppose he was afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
That the great man he dedicated his life to was using him and would one day cast him aside. Think about it. What could be more frightening than being discarded by someone you love? Not that I know all the details, of course.
Right.
Everyone, there's something I need to talk to you about. Before we ask Ding Dong Dell to sign the declaration, I need to know how its people are faring under Mazinger's rule. I should also like to know what they thought of my father. Perhaps they might be able to help me understand why he was murdered. I never once considered their thoughts or feelings when I was their ruler. It's high time that I found out what they truly think.
Chapter 8. Land of My Fathers.
The next chapter! What? Okay, hold on. Alright, let me run you through how we're going to infiltrate Ding Dong Dell. The crosses on this map mark the areas where their troops are most heavily concentrated. As you can see, a direct approach via the river would be suicidal. There's no way we'd get close without being spotted. So we'll use the Zeppelin to take us over the river and set us down someplace quieter. From there, we'll make our way via the least heavily guarded areas to the entrance of the King's Way. Hold on! It's a good thing Zip gave us the old girl, huh? She's quite a mouse, even with the engines full ahead. Which is not to say that caution will not be required. We cannot take the risk of flying too close to the city. A roundabout approach will still be required. So the old Sky Pirate full frontal assault ain't the order of the day then, huh? Doesn't look like it. This will be a domestic job by the sound of it. Alright, let's make ready to leave. Homeward bound. Alright, I think that's a good place to pause for the day. Until next time, have a lovely day. Shut up, Grayson.